If you or someone you love is living with a chronic illness, you know it can take a toll on your finances. But today I'm here to offer you some hope. We're diving into a comprehensive guide to financial assistance for people struggling with chronic illnesses. We're going to cover everything from disability benefits and medication assistance to help with your medical bills and everyday expenses. So let's get started. First up, disability benefits. I'll keep this short because you probably already know about most of these. But if your illness prevents you from working or significantly impacts your ability to earn a living, government programs like Social Security disability insurance and supplemental security income can provide much-needed cash assistance. SSDI is for workers who have paid into Social Security through their jobs, while SSI is for low-income individuals with disabilities. The process for applying for SSDI can be complex and time-consuming, but there are resources available to help you. If you'd like to work with a lawyer who can help, just visit lirlinks.com/SSDI to connect with our sponsor Injury Claims. And don't forget about state-level disability benefits. These can include supplemental SSI payments, programs for the aged, blind, and disabled, and medical assistance programs, and more. A lot of people miss out on these state-specific benefits, which is why we've covered them so extensively in our other videos. If you're a veteran, the VA also offers disability compensation for service-connected illnesses. This can be a crucial lifeline for veterans facing financial challenges due to their health. Now, if you're struggling to afford your medications, treatments, or other healthcare costs, then patient assistance programs can be a real game changer. These programs provide financial help to eligible patients with certain chronic illnesses. Depending on the program, they may help you with medications, copays, insurance premiums, travel assistance, and sometimes even help with your rent or other expenses. Most of these programs are funded by pharmaceutical companies and nonprofit organizations. There are hundreds of different patient assistance programs out there, but there are a few main websites that make it easy for you to find the ones that you may qualify for. One fantastic option is the HealthWell Foundation. They offer grants to cover a wide range of expenses, from medications and insurance premiums to travel costs for your appointments. If you're underinsured or facing high out-of-pocket costs, the HealthWell Foundation might be able to help you access the care that you need. But here's where it gets complicated. The amount of assistance you get and the eligibility requirements will vary depending on which condition you have. They have what they call disease funds, and each one is dedicated to a different illness. Let's say you have type 2 diabetes. If your income is 3 times the federal poverty level or less, you could qualify for up to $1,000 in assistance. But if you have Cushing's disease, then you might be eligible for up to $10,000, even if your income is 5 times the federal poverty level. You can easily browse through all the open disease funds and see what assistance might be available to you. Just head over to healthwellfoundation.org and check it out. But wait, HealthWell isn't the only organization that offers this kind of assistance. There are actually a lot of different places to look for money like this. The National Organization for Rare Diseases can also help you connect with patient assistance funds, clinical trials, and other forms of assistance. Their programs may be able to help you with medical assistance, copays, emergency relief, and more. This organization provides help with more rare diseases, like Guillain-Barré and hemophilia. They have a long list of funds available, including some for undiagnosed diseases. You can browse NORD's list of eligible chronic conditions at rarediseases.org. Now, if you're feeling lost or overwhelmed by the complexities of managing a chronic illness, that's completely normal. The Patient Advocate Foundation can help you. They're not just about financial aid. They also offer case management services too. This program can connect you with an advocate to guide you through the healthcare maze and empower you to take control of your health journey. But PATH doesn't stop there. They also offer copay relief programs to help you afford your medications, and some of their funds even provide emergency assistance for non-medical expenses like rent, utilities, and food. If you're facing challenges related to your chronic illness, don't hesitate to reach out to PATH. They can be your lifeline, your guide, and your advocate. Check out their website at patientadvocate.org to learn more about their services and how they can help you. The PAN Foundation is another major player in the patient assistance world. They focus on helping people with life-threatening, chronic, and rare diseases access the medications they need. Their grants can be used for copays, health insurance premiums, transportation, and sometimes other needs as well. They have over 70 different disease funds covering a wide range of conditions. So be sure to check if your condition is on the list. You can see the full list of open funds and even sign up for the wait list for the ones that are full at panfoundation.org. Now, in addition to these broader programs, don't forget about the power of disease-specific foundations as well. These organizations are dedicated to supporting people living with particular conditions. Take the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, for example. They are a shining example of a disease-specific foundation that goes above and beyond for their patients and families. The Urgent Need program that they offer provides $500 grants to eligible patients to help with non-medical expenses like rent, utilities, and food. Their local financial assistance program also offers $500 grants to cover similar expenses, but this one is specifically for patients and caregivers who demonstrate significant financial need. But that's not all. The LLS also provides comprehensive information on various types of blood cancers, treatment options, clinical trials, and other supportive services as well. They have a strong community of survivors and caregivers, offering a safe space to connect with others who understand what you're going through. The National Multiple Sclerosis Society is another great example. They provide everything from financial assistance and emotional support to advocacy efforts aimed at improving the lives of people with MS. The beauty of these kinds of foundations is that they deeply understand the unique challenges that you face with your specific illness. They can offer tailored resources, connect you with specialists, and provide a community of people who truly understand what it's like. So I encourage you to do some research and find any foundations that are relevant to your condition. It's a simple step that can make a world of difference in your journey with a chronic illness. Now, before we move on, I just want to remind you that we have a comprehensive list of hardship grants available on our website as well. These grants can provide financial assistance for a variety of needs, from emergency expenses to medical bills and beyond. It's definitely worth checking out to see if you qualify for any additional support. Just visit lowincomerelief.com and click on Hardship Grants under the Benefits menu. Now, beyond these amazing foundations, there are also prescription assistance programs. These can provide free or discounted medications for those who meet certain requirements. It's worth checking them out because they can be a game changer if your medications are breaking the bank. To find a prescription assistance program, start by checking the website of the company that makes your medication. They usually have information about their assistance programs on their website. You can also use online resources like Needy Meds or RX Assist to search for programs that match your needs. And don't forget to ask your doctor or pharmacist. They can often point you in the right direction. And here's a tip for you. Don't overlook your state's resources. Many states have state pharmaceutical assistance programs, or SPAPs, that can help with medication costs. These programs vary from state to state, so check with your state's Department of Health or Area Agency on Aging to see if you qualify. So as you can see, there are a lot of options out there for getting help with your medication costs. Don't be afraid to explore all of them. You might be surprised at what you find. But for now, let's shift gears and talk about something that stresses out pretty much everyone: medical bills. If you have a chronic illness, you know how quickly those costs can add up, even with insurance. But don't panic just yet, because there are resources available to help you manage and even reduce those bills. So first, let's talk about a fantastic resource from our sponsor, CareConnect USA. They offer a medical debt relief line where you can speak with trained counselors who can help you understand your bills, negotiate with providers, and explore your options for reducing your medical debt. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by medical bills, give them a call at 866-530-9949. Now let's talk about a resource you might not be aware of: financial assistance programs offered directly by hospitals. This is something most hospitals are required to offer in exchange for the tax breaks that they receive, but many people don't know about it. These programs can offer free or discounted care to low-income patients who can't afford to pay their medical bills. These programs are often called charity care or financial assistance, and they typically have income guidelines to determine eligibility, but sometimes those income guidelines are as high as 4 times the federal poverty level. Don't be afraid to ask your hospital's billing department if they have a financial assistance program and how to apply. You may have to be persistent. Many hospitals will not advertise it and will not tell you about it unless you ask. So it's very important to be proactive. Now, if you're low income or over 65, you may also qualify for government programs like Medicaid or Medicare. Medicaid is a state and federal program that helps with medical costs for people with limited incomes and resources. Medicaid has recently been expanded in many states to cover more people, so it's worth applying even if you weren't eligible before or even if you were removed after the pandemic, since a lot of people who lost their Medicaid lost it for procedural reasons like not responding on time to paperwork. Highly recommend reapplying if you think you may still be eligible. Medicare, on the other hand, is a federal program primarily for people 65 and older, but some younger people with disabilities may also be eligible. Both programs can offer significant financial relief for healthcare expenses. In some cases, Medicaid can even offer retroactive coverage for your recent medical bills as well. For our veterans out there, the VA healthcare system can be a lifesaver. It provides comprehensive medical services for eligible veterans, including those with chronic illnesses. This can save you a lot of money on medical costs, so make sure to check your eligibility and take advantage of those benefits. Now, even if you don't want to see a VA provider, and I get it, I've had my fair share of bad experiences with VA providers, you may be able to see a local doctor and have the VA pay for it through the community care program. Even if you choose to see an outside provider, you may be able to get your medications filled at no cost through the VA, so definitely check into those options. Living with a chronic illness can be overwhelming on so many levels. From managing your health to dealing with the financial strain, it's easy to feel lost in the maze of information and options available to you. That's why it's important to find tools that simplify your life, not complicate it. Remember, there are so many other resources out there that can help you navigate the challenges of chronic illness. We didn't even get into programs like SNAP for food assistance, LIHEAP for help with utility bills, housing assistance programs, rent relief programs, legal aid resources, or any of the different state and local programs that can offer you a lifeline during tough times. We've just scratched the surface of the resources available, so be sure to check out our other videos for even more ways that you can get help. That's pretty much all we do here at Low Income Relief, is help you find the help that you need. So go check out those other videos. I'll see you there.